The annotated bibliography assignment has several steps. First, find sources. Second, read sources. And third, write about sources. This video provides strategies for finding sources. Here, linked in Blackboard, is a research guide called a LibGuide that was created for this assignment by one of Heartland's librarians, Colleen Shaw. Notice that Colleen's contact information is available here, as well as tabs that help you complete this assignment. Find books, find articles, find local agencies and government documents, and cite sources. Let's walk through this helpful tool. First of all, find books. This tab connects you to iShare, which is a catalog of all the books available at Heartland's library and at all the academic libraries in the state of Illinois. You have access to all of these books. See the video here that explains how to use iShare catalog. It is comprehensive, if a little dated in its production value. One thing that it doesn't explain is something I'm going to show you here. Imagine I was searching the iShare catalog for a book about homeschooling. When you click the title of a book that you have found, you'll notice that there is a tab called More Details. The More Details tab right here provides a summary of the book. So you can go ahead and use the summary to read about the book before you even get your hands on it. That can help you save some time. Okay, back to the LibGuide and find articles. This tab connects you to databases or collections of sources from magazines, journals, and newspapers. The Heartland Library subscribes to many databases, some of which are specific to one discipline, like Greenfile or Business Source Elite or Health Source. A good general database that covers all types of topics is Academic Search Complete. Most of you will find useful sources using this database. Let's say I searched for my topic, homeschooling. Let's say my topic is homeschooling in Bloomington Normal. But here, I'm going to do just a general search for homeschooling because it's likely there won't be very many magazine or journal articles that are specific to Bloomington Normal. So notice that the database brings me 720 results, which is too many to look through. To narrow it down, I have several options. Over here on the left, I can narrow by date. Let's say I want to look just for things from the last 5 years. So I can update that. And narrowing the search down in this way drops my total down to 133. I can also narrow by type of source. Let's say I'm looking just for magazine articles. That's going to bring the list of my results to 69, which is still a lot, but it's a more manageable number. Once you find a source that looks promising, based on these titles that are listed here, click on the title. You'll see a list of subject terms right here. These are terms that they're labels given to this source by the people who run the database. You might find a search term that you can use here that you hadn't thought of, or you hadn't thought of wording it in that way. You can click on the full text over here to see the entire article. So you've got it. You don't have to do any other research except read through the source. Here's the whole article. Or I can go back to the detailed records screen. I can print this for myself. I can email it or save it for myself. If you are trying to save the URL, you're going to want to use what's called the permalink over here on the right-hand side. That will give you the URL that will bring you back to the source. Whenever you're saving a URL from the database, use the permalink. Do not use the URL that's up here. That is for a session that is specific to the time when you're searching, and that URL at the top will not work again later, but the permalink will allow you to return later. Back to the LibGuide, the Find Articles tab shows you special databases that are used just for finding newspaper articles. You can search Illinois newspapers here, or just the Panagraph if you want. I'm going to do a search for U.S. newspapers, and I'm going to search for homeschool. Notice that I'm putting my topic in quotation marks. That tells the database to search for both home and school together as a phrase, and not for each word individually. I'm also going to search by date. I'm going to tell it I'd like to see like homeschool newspaper articles from the last 6 months. And you'll find, wow, 6,100 results. So I can narrow it down by date, some more, or I could narrow it by a specific publication, like if I only wanted to find the Chicago Tribune or whatever. Okay, back to the LibGuide. Find local agencies and government documents. On this tab, Colleen has provided a link that's created by the McLean County Chamber of Commerce, and it is a link to all community service organizations and nonprofits in McLean County. So I would probably come here to education if I was searching for something having to do with homeschooling. But you can, and then you'll see here are all of the nonprofits and all community organizations with phone numbers and links out to their websites. So that's an excellent resource. Also on the LibGuide on this page, Colleen shows how to use Google to search for government topics. Search for your topic, but then also click the magnifying glass and go to Advanced Search. Once there, you'll find an advanced search page that looks like this, and you can tell it you want just .gov domain sites. So when you click Advanced Search, it will only bring you government documents. There's lots of information on this LibGuide, so take some time to try these strategies. Remember, you can always contact the library for help. On the Library tab in My Heartland, over here on the right, you can ask a librarian. You can email a librarian a question any time of the day or night. And when the library is open, there will be a button here to chat online, and they will literally get back to you within about 5 minutes. Let me know if you have any questions.